Sicario! It's me, Sicario! It's just a really fun name for me to say for some reason. Sicario!
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Hello, I'm Khalil Hacker, and thank you for accidentally tuning in to another video here on Slacker Reviews. I just kind of realized how redundant that is. I play my little intro bit, and then I say welcome to Slacker Reviews, and then I play the credits thing. I don't know. I think I might take one of those out. Decisions, man. Sicario was directed by Denis Vileneuve, and it stars Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin, and Benicio del Toro. He just has one of those names that you really want to say in like an epic movie voice, you know? And starring Benicio del Toro. Sorry, we gotta do it. This film is about an FBI agent who's really good at what she does, so she's recruited into a kinda sketchy task force to take down this big cartel guy down in Mexico. Starring as the lead is Emily Blunt, and I'd say this is probably her best performance to date. Along with the audience, she's just thrown into this dark and grimy world, and she does a really good job of being this character who's trying to hold up her morals and be an upright agent as the world she's in just gets seedier and seedier. And the great Josh Brolin plays her commander-like guy, and he's oddly very, very likable. He's a very laid-back, flip-flop wearing guy. He really kind of understands the situation that they're in, and he's obviously been in these types of situations before. He hardly ever does anything by the book, and you're thinking, oh, this guy's kind of a bad guy. But then he explains why he did it that way, and you're like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Sorry I doubted you, dude. And Josh Brolin he's just perfect as his character. I love Josh Brolin. I have yet to be upset with a Josh Brolin performance. And Benicio del Toro plays the hitman that's recruited into the task force, which hitman in Spanish apparently is Sicario. So that's how all that ties in. That's where the title comes from. Hitman, he's the hitman. So he's kind of the titular character, but not really, but a little bit, but not, but kinda, but not really, but sort of, but maybe not. And his performance is perfect. He gives this hitman so much depth. Like, you just feel like there's so much background to this guy. And he doesn't talk much, but when he does, you're all ears. Like, every time he opened his mouth, the theater was completely silent. And it was great that he can control the audience in such a way. Benicio del Toro, I think he deserves at least a nomination for this movie. And honestly, I think all the main actors in this movie, are probably going to get a nomination. And if they don't, they should. According to this beanie-bearded kid. Credentials. And hopefully, Denis Villeneuve gets at least a nomination at the Oscars. And he's directed things such as Prisoners and Enemy, which are both great movies in their own right. He has this amazing way of building such suspense in his shots. He knows how the camera works. He's almost like Hitchcock in a way. He just understands how a thriller should work. And it's just, he's so good. He's so good at filming things. And there's this one shot, it's a very wide shot, of Emily Blunt's character confronting Josh Brolin's character. And she's just yelling at him about the way he does things. And he's explaining to her why he does things the way he does, with this American flag in the background. And it's just like, the entire shot, this like 30-second shot, just sums up what the movie's about. It just sums up the message it's trying to give, and it's so freaking cool. I will say, though, that Sicario wasn't as psychological as this director's other movies, like Prisoners and Enemy. Although, being a critic now, I guess I shouldn't compare stuff like that. I mean, it's a great movie in its own right, and, you know, he's not trying to be a psychological. I should forget I said that. Forget I said anything. I might just edit this out. I don't know. And know going into this movie that it's not at all this uplifting good versus evil movie. You're not going to be happy leaving this. You're not going to feel better about yourself and our country and the world. You're going to feel a little grimy. You're going to feel a little dirty after watching this, but in a good way. It relates to the film Seven a lot in that aspect. And I cannot finish this review without giving at least a slight shout out to Roger Deakins, the director of photography on this movie. I don't know many cinematographers by name, but Roger Deakins is this guy that I keep seeing pop up. And every time there's a movie where I'm like, oh my god, this movie is shot so beautifully. Who did this? Who did this? Who's responsible for this beauty? It's Roger Deakins. The Deekster. The Deekmeister. He's so good. He's so good. He understands how lighting and stuff works, and he's so good. So overall, I'm going to give the film Sicario an 8.5 out of 10. When it comes to awards season, this movie's gonna make it rain nominations. Did you like the video? Then like it. Go down and like it. Tell other people about it. Subscribe if you haven't already. What are you doing not subscribing? I mean, and definitely get these videos known, because this channel hasn't been doing so hot lately. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying for you because I love you guys. But you gotta help me help you. I don't think I did the right pointing for that, and I don't feel like reshooting that, so just leave that in there. We gotta get good movies known, guys. Come on, we gotta let people know about this. Share this on the Facebooks, or tell people, just word of mouth, you know? Let's do this together. We're gonna build this channel. And I am working on requests. I promise you I am. I have stuff written. I have stuff written for requests. I've been working a lot lately, man. I don't know what to tell you. Life. Believe it or not, this isn't my only job. I know. That's crazy, right? You'd think he'd be making so much money off of these things. No. And if you'd like to send a request to me, for me to add to my list of like 4, just comment down below, or shoot me a message on Facebook. So as always, watch movies, my friends.